There's a look at the intersection of Queen and Bathurst. And hey, there it is. Saturday, September 27th today. 12:47 p.m. is the time. The temperature right now is about 21 degrees Celsius. And again, I'm here on Queen Street West. And I am walking eastbound. Walking eastbound. That's an odd way to put it. But what I'll be doing is heading over to Graffiti Alley. And I'll walk through Graffiti Alley from Portland all the way over to Spadina. Then I'll head south down to King Street and make my way over to where the Word on the Street Festival is. The Throwback Vault. There's some interesting shops along Queen Street West. There's the Bovine Sex Club. Dime Roadhouse. I've got a bit of an early start today, recording-wise. I'm not normally out this early on a Saturday. But the Blue Jays are playing shortly after 3 p.m. And the Yankees start in about 15 minutes or so. So if you're into baseball, and it's an exciting day. But if you're not, it's just another Saturday. The police have been playing whack-a-mole with these mushroom retailers. I've heard this place is closing down. The Velvet Underground. It's a popular live music venue. Hopefully something new with a similar purpose replaces it. The Graffiti Alley starts just up here on the left. It's certainly a nice day to be out for a walk. There's kind of a continuation of Graffiti Alley just west of Bathurst. This is the official one. I'll try to walk a little slower than usual through here. This spans several city blocks between Portland Street here and Spadina. I think the official name is Rush Lane. I think it's a little over a kilometer in length. And every time I come here, there's always several new pieces that have gone up. And occasionally some older favorites get tagged over. And that is Portland Street just south of here. In 2011, the city officially designated this as an area of municipal significance. That falls under Toronto's graffiti management plan.
And being classical sided, and eyes you can on, but
And a lot of the well-known local artists in the city have works up along this stretch. Looks like they're trying to film something here. That guy's got a camera with a gimbal. There's a lot of little laneways here that connect to Queen Street. And some of the work is political, but a lot of it's just playful. I guess you could describe it as something of a living canvas with all the changes that take place. I think Rick Moranis, or rather Rick Mercer, recorded his Rick's Rants as part of the Mercer Report, using Graffiti Alley as the backdrop. This is a newer building. You can only assume that means go Blue Jays. This was originally just another kind of utilitarian service laneway that a lot of delivery trucks would use to serve the surrounding businesses, particularly those on Queen Street. But between the 90s and 2000s, a lot of graffiti started to appear, and street art. There's Lee Restaurant and the Waterworks. I think they're holding an Oktoberfest event there later today. I think that might start around 4. In the summertime, you'll find a lot of tourists here. It's nearby, well, there's Queen West, which is a popular area, but just north of that is Chinatown and Kensington Market. So if you were to tour the city by foot, you can string together all those neighborhoods and check out Graffiti Alley easily over the course of a few hours. Seems to be mostly just stylized tags on this wall. Look into a kitchen. And there was once a swing in here that came out several years ago.
No. What is it? Yeah, it is.
This is one of my favorite pieces. It's kind of sad to see it's been tagged over, at least the bottom half. I forget where it was, but I remember being in London, England. And I was in what felt like a tunnel of some sorts that was quite similar to this. OG 50, could be a reference to Labatt 50.
Mas aqui eles chamaram. It's good that even the newer buildings don't seem to be excluded.
You'll find street art all over the city. And a few years ago, a well-known spot, the Kiel Wall, unfortunately disappeared. But there's always new stuff popping up all over. And a lot of the laneways, such as Croft Street, feature a lot of street art. A lot of the garage doors often get painted. And that is Ontario Line construction right there. They're building a subway station. Hopefully, when all is said and done, this wall ends up becoming a canvas. And this one on the right. The Ontario Line is coming to Queen West. And that is all she wrote for Graffiti Alley. There was once a really neat view of the CN Tower from here, but condos pretty much obstruct most of it.
No, if anything, I just boil water.
Now it's south down Spadina Avenue. And the stretch was once the heart of what they call the Fashion District, or the Garment District. Hence the thimble right there. There's a couple of Art Deco landmarks just up ahead. That one in the center of the shot is the Balfour Building. They're all across the street. As there's a very similar building facing it. That one was built in 1927. That one is the Tower Building, I believe, on the right. Hopefully I didn't mix those up. I'm just trying to go by memory here. Cubano Kings. They're both heritage listed buildings. And I think the architect was Benjamin Brown. And I think the idea was they were to serve as a gateway to the Garment District. They're not quite exactly twins. One of them is a little bit taller than the other. I think there might be a heritage plaque on this one just up here on the left. So this one was 1930. And it's 12 stories tall. This was the second one to be built. And this one across the street was 1927. That guy's wearing a Jesse Barfield jersey. One of my favorite Jays growing up. Part of that magnificent outfield of Barfield, Bell, and Mosby. There's a 510 Spadina streetcar. I took the Bathurst streetcar. It's up from Bathurst Station to where I started recording this. Guy looked a little bit like Bert Kreischer. Speaking of art, the famous bat flip moment, probably the single most entertaining inning in baseball history, at least in my opinion. A lot of people just remember the bat flip, but the top half of that inning was pretty wild. Now it's off to the Word of the Day festival, or Word on the Street, Word of the Day. That'd be an odd festival. It's a large free outdoor book and magazine festival. I think it was held at Queen's Park in years past. That'll be a few blocks, or several blocks, east of here at David Peckett Square. It's a cafe and bakery.
It wasn't there. It appeared after.
No, I usually get the no.
It was quite packed. But back in the 90s, the city hatched what they called the Two Kings Plan. That was to rezone a lot of this area for restaurants, theaters, condos, and clubs. A lot of the clubs and nightlife would have been just west of Spadina, but we turned east. But there are restrictions in place, as this is a dedicated transit priority corridor, so most vehicles have to turn at each intersection.
Unless it's like something big. But, and I do Saturdays.
As King Street goes right through the heart of the financial district, not just the city's, but the country's biggest employment center. And before that, it was just an absolute gong show trying to take the King streetcar anywhere on a work day. As you can see, the measures they've implemented are still pretty half-assed, especially considering it's a permanent feature of the city now. And the signs are quite small and confusing for drivers.
Or just like the fact that like some people need to pay now.
Can't go straight, can't turn left. You can only turn right. I think there'd be a giant sign that just says right turn only, you can't miss.
Is the Sky Dome this way?
Yeah, it's south. Actually, that is Blue Jays Way, so just make a left there and go straight.
Go that way.
Or you can go right at John Street. It's literally directly.
Oh, it's on the other side.
Yeah, you can go down either one, it'll take you right there.
What are we? Here?
Yeah. Kudos to them for calling it the Sky Dome. But yeah, it's sandwiched literally between John Street and Blue Jays Way. Maybe they want to get there a little early and take in some batting practice, or get a spot at one of the bar patio areas that have become quite popular at the Dome. David Pickett Square is just up ahead here. Along with Canada's Walk of Fame. By the 60s and 70s, a lot of buildings along this stretch were kind of derelict and run down. And Ed Mirvish purchased a lot of them. And he turned them into themed restaurants and entertainment venues. I remember going to, I think, Ed's Steakhouse just along here at one point.
So,
Yeah, well, the Sky Dome is right down there.
one straight over. So if you like took off.
This is the Princess of Wales Theatre on the left. It's opened back in 1993. David Foster, The Tragically Hip, Monty Hall, Cirque du Soleil, Arthur Hiller. There's Dan Aykroyd, Anna Paquin. It's amazing how many well-known Canadians there are. This looks like it might be part of the Word on the Street Festival. So it's operating today from 11 till 6 and tomorrow from 10 to 5. It's organized by a nonprofit.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
And the focus is on Canadian and Indigenous authors. The Walrus, Magazines Canada. Oh, there's a map of festival programming up ahead.
I know. I think they've got stuff. Thank you so much.
lot of public libraries are closed.
I know, I walked by it.
Is kind of that way, so there's like a big drop.
Oh, on the right side, yeah.
That's where the library booth is?
Oh, we're just gonna pass through.
I don't know where that's from. And then I walked by and I'm like, now I know exactly.
Okay.
This does seem like a better setting than on Queen's Park. I think there's a lot of smaller independent publishers here. Division of the Ontario Native Literacy Coalition.
Yeah, that sounds good.
They've got a really impressive turnout. The Toronto Public Library is here. There's the Eternal Flame of Hope that was ignited in 1996. There's Metro Hall. And how did I know that? Love this view. Hi. You're the artist?
I am the writer of all of this, and I hire out all the artists. So I'm very lucky to work with some very talented people.
No AI slop. It's all
No
hand
AI
drawn.
slap, absolutely not. All human art.
Awesome. Pesto Comics. Neat. Well, cheers.
Thank you.
Some local talent.
Guy is a Boy Scout leader.
Out of my comfort zone, and now
It's a little bit overwhelming with how big it is and how much stuff there is.
That's a good.
This video will probably be published after the festival has come and gone.
Did you actually get a chance to watch?
So if you're interested, I'd make note and look out for this next year. Okay, the city's here with fresh water. I think a viewer of this channel, Clayton Crawford, has attended this festival in the past. He might even be here now. These kids' books remind me of the late, great Robert Munsch. Rest in peace.
I mean, in my experience, it's like
I grew up reading his stuff and going to those book fairs at school and the gym and buying his books. That might be really interesting. I think it said nonfiction, but that might not be entirely accurate. I seem a little underprepared for this. This is a full-on festival. They've done a bang-up job organizing it. Tons of food. I'll have to come back and give it a little more justice next time. I just thought I would swing through it on the tail end of my walk. But kudos to these organizers. And all the authors, illustrators, and people in the Canadian book and publishing industry for showing up. There's the Royal Alex, which opened 118 years ago. And that's North America's oldest continuously operating theater, believe it or not. Toronto has quite the theater district. I think it's only behind New York and London in the English-speaking world, and slightly ahead of Chicago's. And Roy Thompson Hall there, which is used for performances. And it's home to the Toronto Symphony Orchestra. That one opened in 1982, if I'm not mistaken.
Jockey. He goes, yeah,
But what a beauty of a day. I'm just going to continue on over to University and then hop on the subway. And the Yankees are already winning 1-0 over the Orioles, putting a lot of pressure on the Jays. The Better English Cafe. We welcome people who want to practice and improve their conversational English. Oh, there goes the Pedal Pub. A couple of them.
Argentina.
I started one of my videos yesterday at this intersection, and I'm ending here today right at University and King. I think that was a nice little slice of the city on a Saturday afternoon. certainly hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to your comments down below. If you wish to support what I do on YouTube, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I've got an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button down below if you wish to say thanks that way. I'm gonna cross the street for some reason, even though there's an entrance just to my right, and head down to St. Andrew Station. Alrighty, I don't know why I'm not wearing my shades. Thank you for watching, and as always, I will catch you on the next one. Yoink!